contract extension set to be announced. Bam Adebayo has agreed to a 5-year deal with the Heat that could be worth up to $195 million. And Brandon Ingram has been locked up long-term, 5 years, $158 million. And now, with free agency largely in the books, the PTI guys offer their assessment.
Happy Thanksgiving, turkeys. Okay, Wilbon, now that NBA free agency is pretty much over, which team made the best move?
Well, Tony, there wasn't a lot of movement, and there weren't gigantic stars who moved, but Charlotte did a good job by getting Gordon Hayward, who they tried to get earlier in his career. Bogdanovich appears to be going to Atlanta. If he had gone to Milwaukee, I would have said Milwaukee, but he's not going there. He's trying to still go to Atlanta. If they can complete that signing. Montrezl Harrell went to the Lakers. The Lakers got better, strangely enough. Ibaka to the Clippers, nice move. But I'm going to combine some things, Tony. Philly, Morey and Doc got Seth Curry, Danny Green, and Tyrese Maxey, shooters around the studs they already have. I'm going to go with the Philadelphia 76ers for offseason everything, even though that doesn't answer the free agency question specifically.
Tremendous shock to anybody who's watched us for any length of time that you would praise D. Morey and D. Rivers. Tremendous. Everybody is drinking right now, waiting for that.
Don't get drunk.
I will tell you who made the best move.
Eggnog.
Los Angeles Lakers made the best move. They kept Anthony Davis and they kept LeBron James. You see what happened a few months back when they had Anthony Davis and LeBron James?
Wasn't a free agent. Thanks for playing the game.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The best move is the Los Angeles Lakers for doing that. Because they're better than everybody else once again. They are. They're the best
So you
team.
automatically have them repeating based on what they just did?
I just said I think they're the best team, so I would give them the best odds. It's not automatic. It's not automatic.
Best
No.
What are you doing?
No.
You know?
Best odds.
What do you go to Vegas? Get out of here. Go visit.
Me and Uncle Sal.
That's it. Eat a lot of turkey, drink a lot of eggnog. We're done. Back to you.
When asked about whether or not the Clippers wanted him back, he said, apparently not if I'm on the other side, so it is what it is, really. Jalen, what do you think about him just coming out and saying that the Clippers didn't really want him back?
I'm going to keep it 1,000. He ruined some of his value by playing poorly in the playoffs. You're going to see a lot of people getting big deals this offseason. The reason why he didn't get a long-term deal is because he was the defensive liability that the Joker continued to take advantage of to the point where they had to take him out of the game. Of course, if the Clippers would have stepped up and signed him to a big deal, or Charlotte would have gave him a big deal, or any team in the league would have gave him a big deal, guess what? He would have signed with that team. He signed with the Lakers because they were offering a 2-year deal, an opportunity to win a championship, and he hopes to replay his value as somebody that won Sixth Man of the Year.
With the Lakers adding Trez, and they had Schroder, and they had Mathews, Gasol, it really feels like they upgraded, they got better. You remember last year before the season, we were talking about the Lakers and the Clippers being neck and neck, but when you look at what the Clippers did, it doesn't feel like they're keeping pace. Take a look at what they did, Jalen.
Well, it's not just the Clippers, it's the rest of the league, Jacoby. And you got to look at it from a standpoint almost like a real estate transaction. The Los Angeles Lakers are a storied brand and a franchise that over the history of their team, if you look at some of the all-time great players like Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, none of those guys were drafted by the Lakers. They went to Los Angeles because, number one, it's a terrific franchise, but also because they wanted to be in LA. It's just going to be more attractive than other places across the league. So for the Clippers, who plays in their building, eventually will get their own, they also had a really good offseason, Jacoby. They still have Kawhi and PG and Lou Will. Okay? They did a terrific job of adding Ty Lue as their head coach, re-signing Morris. The Clippers are the second best team in the Western Conference. It's just the Lakers are playing chess right now where everybody else is playing checkers, and LeBron James is doing a terrific job of making it unfair for everybody else to compete.
Well, two things. The one thing that the Lakers and the Clippers have in common is they both have players from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Obviously, Paul George with the Clippers, and now Dennis Schroder with the Lakers. Jalen, when you look at all of the players that the Thunder have acquiesced, coached up, and then